Look who is joining us right here in person. One of my favorites. Well done with Sebastian Maniscalco. I approve this show. I was on it. I better approve it. And nobody does this tour. The upcoming tour dates, you can go to SebastianLive.com for all of that. Good to see you, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Good to see you. Always nice to come in here. Before we went on, yes. The energy in the room was palpable.
We got to get it going. Like, you can tell when you're in a room that has no energy to it, right?
No, I walked in, it was awake.
There's only 4 of us here. What do you want?
I know, but I mean something, some hustle and bustle.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Nice. Beautiful.
Is that better?
That's great.
Okay. Great. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. There we go. Everyone go see his tour dates. So I don't even know where to start with you. You were at the Rams Cardinals game, correct? This past week?
I was there. I saw that you were there.
I was indeed.
You took a picture, and I haven't been to a professional football game since Soldier Field, 1981.
Are you serious?
Yeah, sat in the end zone seats, January, -7, brought our own food.
What do you mean you brought your own food? You brought your own food for the pregame or into the Soldier Field?
But we weren't going to go to the concessions. My dad wasn't going to pay football prices for hot dogs, so we snuck in our own lunch. And I was in a suite.
Not on this day in Soldier Field.
No. This was at the Rams game.
You're Sebastian Maniscalco now. Come on,
I
now.
have
Forget
friends on the team. So
yes.
And it's loud. I mean,
yes.
Does there need to be all this activity at a football game?
It's different. The game presentation's changed since 1981.
Yeah.
When you brought your own food to who was the quarterback in 1981? Did you look that one up?
Avellini? Maybe.
Who was there that day? But the game presentation has certainly changed since that. And I don't know if you're aware of whose house it is.
It's Rams' house. Or is it our house?
I don't know, but by the 19th time in the first drive that they asked the question, it's kind of a rhetorical answer.
Avellini was the backup in '81. Vince Evans.
Vince
Evans. Yeah, I'm sorry, that wasn't a January game. There was no football in January back then. This must have been December.
Yes, December. 1984, 85-ish is when they started thinking about playing January games. But I know it's a different game presentation now.
They forget DJ.
Yes,
right? They got a DJ. They got pyrotechnics. That I can't even have a conversation. There's a speaker right there, constantly with the music.
It's like a club. Yes.
And it was cool, but I mean, it looks beautiful.
It does.
The stadium, the way it's laid out, looks like a movie set.
Yeah. So who's the friend of the team that you?
J.J. Watt invited me to the game. I've been friends with him over the last 8-9 years. So I was there with his parents. And
were you an honorary Watt?
I wasn't
on Monday night. Sebastian Watt. Were you? What's your middle initial?
J. Sebastian J. Watt.
So you were S.J. Watt.
Yeah, S.J. Watt. S.J. Watt. No jersey, by the way. I didn't wear.
No, you can't.
A jersey. I don't get that.
We have a rule, Sebastian Maniscalco, that you may not wear a jersey of another human being that's younger than you. You can't do it unless you're like 15. You know what I mean? Or like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
you gotta wear a jersey. Like you could wear a Vince Evans jersey. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. You're not going to be rocking a Justin Fields jersey walking around. You also, it's a problem what we have here about jersey wearing sometimes.
Yeah,
that's our issue.
I noticed the people that are getting in fights at the game are always in a jersey, right? You never see two guys in suits going at it on the mezzanine, So I like to stay away from any type of finalia.
This is amazing. I love it. I mean, that J.J. Watt, that is so cool. Can you put up the photograph that Steve Mariucci, my colleague, when I said that you were going to be on this program, he provided me a photograph. He went backstage. That's Steve with you and Joe Montana.
That was
This is so
one
cool.
special night. Yeah, I mean, it's very nice.
Come
I'm
on.
getting to meet a lot of my childhood heroes as I do stand-up and people become fans of what I'm doing. So to see Montana and Mariucci backstage
It's not Montana? It's not Montana?
No, I
and
don't
Mariucci?
I think me and Mariucci are on that level. Montana and I are, it's more of a respect Montana more than Mariucci.
That is so cool, though. To be back, you do a gig, and then Joe Montana comes back and tells you how much he's enjoying it.
No,
That's
it
gotta
was
be pretty
great.
cool
I mean,
for you, man.
they were great, and it's like I don't know what to say a lot of the times. It's kind of, what am I gonna say? The catch. I mean, what do you say to these guys? Actually, Montana was rattling off pizza recipes. He's a big pizza guy. And
Okay.
He was talking about making some pizza.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's been fun.
That is so cool. And so you are, as we all know, Well Done with Sebastian Maniscalco, streaming now on Discovery Plus. I had a blast with you this summer when I came and I hung out with you, and I made an awful mistake on that day. I thought it was indoors. We shot it outdoors.
Yeah.
And I wore like a sweater. I came straight from the set. As you could see, I wear sweaters on this set. It was like 1,000,000 friggin' degrees outside.
Well,
that
no, you
day.
came sweating, and I
did
said,
came-
I said, you want to get some makeup in here? The guy's beading, and we had a great time.
That was fun.
And
Yes, it was.
when I got an offer to come on this show, and I believe, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, there is a Zoom option, right? there's a Zoom option. And I said, scrap the Zoom option. I'll drive the 38 minutes to come in studio, right?
Yeah, there is a Zoom option.
That come in
There is
here?
a Zoom option.
Do you get a lot of people that come in, or do they take the Zoom option?
You know what? There are some that I just want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some have taken a Zoom option more often than not.
No.
These days.
No, I feel like the chemistry that is going on right here and now, you can't get over Zoom. Okay? You can't get the type of energy
Simply
we
can't.
got here.
Simply can't. Simply can't. No, that room is like, it's dead. The Zoom rooms are dead.
The green and the jacket wouldn't pop
It
on
wouldn't
the
pop.
Zoom.
No, you gotta get. I gotta come in here. I gotta smell Eisen's cologne when I do the show. Oh God.
The Musk of Eisen. Write that down. That's a good fantasy team name, right?
Eisen's Musk.
Right? The other day we got Trubisky victory formation. That was a good one. That's a good fantasy team.
Jalapeno fall guy.
Yeah, we write them down. These things just come out. We have no idea the
No,
context
they're
or anything
brilliant.
like
They're
that.
brilliant. You got to have a guy writing
Thank you.
this down.
Thank you. It's good material. So, Sebastian, one of the many reasons I also wanted you to come here in person is to thank you. I wanted to thank you greatly because I noticed a theme to this year's college football season. I noticed Michigan having won an incredible season, and I saw that you picked games on College Game Day.
Yeah.
For Michigan versus Ohio State. And when I saw you pick the game that day, I was very, very, very nervous. I mean, because, I'm on edge about Michigan and Ohio State to begin with. But I saw you there. It comforted me because I saw you were in Columbus, Ohio, back in September.
Yeah.
And you went to Ohio State's practice, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hung out with Ryan Day, and there you are wearing blue at Ohio State practice.
Okay. This is, again,
Yeah.
something that I'm unaware of. I know that there's a rivalry, but I don't like when I'm putting on the clothes. I don't go, oh, I shouldn't wear this. It doesn't really occur to me until I get there, and they're like, you're gonna have to take your shirt off. I go, what? They're like, well, you're wearing blue, and I go, yeah, I'm sorry. He goes, no, you're gonna have to leave. So they take things. Yeah, they take things very, very serious there.
Yeah.
And let me ask you, you being a sports guy, I went on this college game day.
Yes.
And I don't know, guys, have we chit-chatting?
No, that's my New Jersey guy. He's
Are we getting phoners?
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? This
I'm
man's
giving
talking.
comedy gold here.
He's
I'm
talking.
I'm working on things.
Yeah, but you talk loud. You're a loud talker.
I'm sorry.
You talk loud. We're working here.
What is happening?
All right, this man could have chosen the Zoom option, and you don't treat Sebastian Maniscalco like that.
Nah,
You can't even get a drink at the table.
I'm sorry.
do whatever you're doing. It's
It's not distracting or anything.
whatever you're doing is a lot interesting than what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Because, to be honest with you, before you get to the game day stuff, you wore blue at Ohio State practice.
Yeah.
Then they lose to Oregon.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you show up picking games at Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan finally beats Ohio State.
Yeah.
You, sir, are the man.
Yeah, I am
You're
the
the
man.
thread. You're the common. You're the through line here. And I just wanted to thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you.
But
And I apologize for the behavior.
it's all right. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I
never come
back. By the way, I don't know what you're doing, but is that a Crest White strip you got going on, or is that just the teeth?
Yeah, what do you got?
They're beautiful.
No, like these cost. This
I was
cost
gonna
a
ask him
couple-
how much you paid for those.
Yeah, these cost a couple bucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
All
got
right,
it.
that's not even yours. No. All right. I was gonna say.
These were bought and paid for.
So anyway, you're picking games on college
I'm
game
picking
day.
games
Yes.
on college game day,
Yes.
and I don't really know football. It's not like I'm going in there and I got like a sheet of,
Yes.
of X and O's, and I just kind of made it fun. And I got ripped to shreds because I went on there and I made fun of my picks. You know, is
Who
that
ripped
some-
you to shreds, people?
people? You know, why you having this guy on there? You don't know anything about football. You invite a comedian on a sports show, I'm going to give you laughs, right? I'm not going to give you, oh, this guy's hurt. He's got an ankle. You know?
He's got. So yeah,
Is it? Did I
no,
shame the
no,
show?
you didn't.
or-
It's just there's too many serious people out there
Okay.
who I think put hard-earned American dollars on whether Iowa State does in fact come within a field goal or two of their opponent, and might respect you and your comedy. To think that then translates to your acumen on who wins and by how much. And they just have a little bit of a little weirdness to it.
All right.
I think. But welcome to our world, essentially. Yeah. When was the last time you were heckled? Ever?
Heckled?
Because you play these big places now. People aren't going to be screaming at you like that.
Yeah, it's not heckling. It's more like chatter.
I
you know?
heard you heard that. Like
Yeah,
you got
I
like
always hear like it could be 20,000 people and they're all laughing and one guy's looking at his phone and I'm like, guy, really? So I'm always honed in on just the littlest of distraction. So I'm not heckling, not so much. Get heckled online.
okay, all right. So how did you wind up picking games then? How did that work come about?
I got the sheet the night before, and I go, okay, I think they're good. They're good. You know, I didn't go and look at records, who's injured. You know, what. By the way, what happened to the fullback?
Just in
Are
general?
we using the fullback, the I formation? I was looking at the game last night.
Yeah. Oh no,
And
they're gone.
the fullback is no longer.
Well, the 49ers, if you went to the 49ers game against the Rams the week before, you'd seen one.
Okay.
You'd have seen one there, but that's correct. It's gone. The way of the fullback gone. A lot's changed since 1981.
Well, I mean,
You know.
I'm a Matsui guy, so I was wondering what happened to or a Tom Rathman, those types of guys.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
they don't use them anymore.
Yes, the Tom Rathman type guy. There's not many of them anymore. Just only a handful of places. So, you know.
I got a new guy.
Who you got?
I think his name is I forget his name. Number 19 on the 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
Okay.
That's a grown ass man.
This is
Yes,
my
sir.
new favorite guy plays wide receiver, running back. I
Yes.
like a utility player.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I thought Dennis Gentry was that guy for the Bears in '85. A little smaller in size, but I felt like they didn't utilize him on the running back enough as far as I'm concerned. But what do I know? I'm wearing a green jacket.
Here's what you should do. You should create this new show where you argue and complain and bitch about sports problems from 1984, 85. As if it's the current day right now. And just treat it like, what if there was a sports show back in 1984, 85? I think we just maybe workshop something right
I like that idea. I like because that's where my interest kind of fell off in '85. After that,
Yeah.
I used to be in on the stats. I used to read the Daily Herald. I grew up in Chicago. I used to read all
Sure.
who was the top wide receiver, all that stuff.
What about Jordan years? I mean, you had to be into that stuff too, right?
Well,
Or
yeah,
no?
but I'm talking football.
Okay.
Jordan, obviously, after 99, I fell off with basketball. So I got really nothing to watch.
Until, now you got your own world going on right now. So you got your own stuff going on.
Yeah, I got my own stuff, but I need like a team. Oh, the Bulls are doing pretty good this year.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Is that a World Cup trophy?
Not the actual.
Del Tufo is that's as real as his teeth. I love this, man.
Oh my God.
All right, so this is better than the Zoom option. See, you can't pick stuff
this
out
is
of
it.
the
I'm
room.
coming in. I think you should require everybody to come in.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just swab you and then we come out. You do your thing. And
Yeah, I
you
got
go,
swabbed.
You got
the
about your
whole
day.
thing. Now, if I was positive, would I have to leave?
We would that right there is what we call the Zoom option. That's where the Zoom option comes into play, sir. Yes. Upcoming tour dates. He's going to Syracuse, Chris.
Hey.
You went to Syracuse?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
We have no connection to Milwaukee, Minneapolis, San Antonio, Austin.
March 5th,
And then the
though.
Forum, March 5th.
March 5th,
Right
the
down the
Forum,
road
yeah.
where you were last night. Love it. So that'll be your house. The Red
will
Forums
be
will be
my
your
house.
house. Whose house?
Sebastian
S.J. Watt's house.
Yeah,
S.J. Watt.
we couldn't get into the parking lot last night. I guess, and
JJ didn't give you parking?
no, we got it, but the thing wasn't working, so I had to point over to the Forum billboard, and
That guy.
That's me.
and they told me go around.
Keep it moving.
That ain't
Keep it
you.
moving.
By the way, the only other person who could have done that last night was Chris Martin, because the only other signs are like Coldplay's coming on April 26th. That's it. You and Chris Martin were the only ones who could have pulled that
That's it.
with parking last night. I'm playing a Forum. Look at that sign.
Get me in.
Fantastic. I deserve to park here, please. SebastianLive.com. Anything else you want me to bring up? Anything else? Right
Anything
there?
else? No. I just one parting story, if I could.
Please,
I
sir.
don't know if this is going to get edited out.
They
but,
won't be.
Last night, my wife. I went with another couple, and my wife doesn't walk at the same speed I walk. So it was nice to have another couple because she had another woman that she could kind of lollygag. Now we're exiting the stadium. My wife walks so slow that she's getting hit on by other guys. That's how kind of far we are. So I turn around and some guy's hitting on my wife. So I had to come over and I don't get into fights. I'm not that guy. So we had to kind of diffuse the situation where I go, babe, come on. And the guy's like, oh, is she yours? This and then he's like, and you know what? This story in my head had a better ending. I got nothing over here.
Come on!
Scrolling Instagram.
It's what he does. This is what he does. That's his job, is to do social media. He can't stop. He's addicted to his
Do you
screen.
want to workshop the ending? I mean,
What was the ending? How did it end?
The
It
guy
really-
ended up being a fan, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm hitting on your wife." Da, 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 da. And I was like, "No, don't worry about it." I just kind of blow off those situations. There's a lot of guys, especially coming out of a football game, amped up on testosterone that might get involved in an altercation. But I kind of diffuse those types of things with humor, and I'm just recommending your audience to maybe go the humor route.
You should try that.
Right.
So the question, I have a couple questions here. So what is this distance by which you can lose your wife to somebody hitting
15
on her?
yards.
15 yards.
15 yards. It's a 15-yard gap.
It's a 15-yard gap. Okay, because if so, you need to maybe.
I got to close it within.
It's
you
your
should know.
it's your job to close the gap.
It's
here,
my
'cause
job
You
to
can't
close
tell your
the
wife
gap.
to hurry up. So
No more than 3 to 5 yards. You should be away from your wife at any time when exiting a sporting event. That's the rule.
that's the rule.
Right, 15
okay.
yards is way
Otherwise,
too
then
much.
it's on you.
It's on me.
Okay.
It was my fault.
Okay. But
it,
doesn't your wife also realize that when you are leaving a sporting event in Los Angeles, California, that the lollygagging could wind up being a half an hour mistake, 45-minute long mistake? I mean, like, this is right.
you got it.
Have you have we, like, you need to come up with a chart of her miles per hour translating to the number of minutes extra delay of you getting home and out of the facility. Like, maybe that would be helpful.
Your commentary on this is dead on,
Thank
but
you, sir.
my wife would walk the same way if the house was on fire. It's just no urgency. It's just so no, it's a very slow
That's going to be a
walk.
costly mistake. I mean, very costly mistake.
We need to get next gen stats.
It's like a
on
new
this.
next gen
Yeah.
stat of how far you
Right,
are
right.
walking out of a sporting event away from your much better looking half.
Or a sports science. Do we need to get Brinkus on
Could be
this?
something like that, and then you have to translate it to, because I'm assuming again the final score was a total blow. What was it? I forget now. 34-8 or something like that. 34-11. Yeah.
11,
So I'm thinking you're a late third quarter exit, early fourth quarter
Well,
exit.
I was there with another couple. I didn't want to spoil their evening. I would have left at halftime. But like, third quarter, I'm starting to chirp, "Hey guys, maybe we should get out of here."
Yeah, this thing's-
And they're like, "No, let's stick around." I'm like, "All right." And then we left at fourth quarter with 4:12 on the clock.
Oh,
That's
wow, too late.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
way
you're
too
going-
late.
that's- you're over
Way
that.
too late, and we were in that like kind of mass exodus. Everybody up the escalator,
my gosh.
that move where everybody was starting to. It was a little too hairy for my liking, but we were there with another couple. We wanted to.
the good news is that you could have been on time for your March 5th date for the forum.
Yeah.
We're right there. I don't have to go anywhere. SebastianLive.com for all the tour dates. Thank you for not choosing the Zoom option. I
Absolutely.
greatly appreciate
Let
that.
me know anytime you want me to come in
Really?
here. I'm right down the street, 43 minutes.
At Sebastian Comedy on Twitter and Instagram. I follow. You should as well. And check out, again, on Discovery Plus, Well Done with Sebastian Maniscalco. I appear on the show as well. Thanks for coming on, brother.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
Sebastian Maniscalco right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.